again. My name is Mandy. I'm leader of Children's Church here in St Anne's at Fylde Christian Service Church. I'm going to tell you a story today. Now the story today is a story of what Jesus actually did. It's not a story he told. So it'll be interesting to see if you can see the difference. This story is about how Jesus managed to feed a massive crowd of people. We think of a crowd of people as probably about 20, but we're talking here about 5,000 and more. This is the story. It's called Jesus Feeds a Crowd. One day, Jesus and his disciples were very sad because Jesus' cousin John had died. They sailed across Lake Galilee to find somewhere they could be alone. And you'll see in the distance there's the ship sailing away across the lake, taking them somewhere they could be quiet and alone. When all the people in the crowd heard that Jesus had set sail, they set off on foot, round to the other side of the lake to meet him. When Jesus saw them, his heart went out to them. There you can see them. They're coming round. They're on the land. There's a lot of people there. And Jesus, although he wanted to be alone, he knew he could help them. He spent time healing the people that were sick. There he is doing that. He did that all day. When it got to the evening, the disciples came to him and said, "We are far away from any houses and it is getting very late. You'll need to send all the people away so they can go to a village and buy food for their dinner." That's a very sensible thing to do, isn't it? But Jesus didn't want to do that. Jesus said, "They don't need to go away. You give them something to eat." 5,000 people, and they've got to find them something to eat. The disciples were a little bit shocked. And so they went around and asked all the people they could see if they got any food that they could share out. And all they got was from one little boy. He had his picnic with him. And in his picnic, there were 5 little loaves of bread, a little bit like bread rolls, and 2 fish. And that was to feed 5,000 people. Jesus took the food and he looked at it. And then he told everybody to sit down where they were and they would find them some food. So made them all sit down on the grass, all of them, the 5,000 men and all the women and all the children, and they sat down on the grass. And then Jesus looked at the basket with the fishes in, and the fishes and the loaves of bread, and he said to God, "I've got some food here. It's not enough as it is, but I know you will make it feed everybody." Oh, wow. So he looked at it, he spoke to God, and then he offered it up to heaven and said, "Here it is. This is our offering to you. And we want you to make sure that everybody gets fed." Wow. This is going to be exciting. It's going to take a massive miracle, isn't it, for this to happen? And then what he did was he took the bread and he broke it up into pieces. And he gave the pieces to the disciples to share out amongst the people. So there they are with all these pieces of bread, and they're taking them round all the people. Everybody was hungry. So there they are sharing them out to the people. And I think if I was a disciple, I'd have gone, "Hold on a minute, we've fed those 6 over there. We've got some more for this 6 here. We've got some more for this 6 over here." And it kept coming. The bread was still there. However much they gave out, they'd still got some left. And here they are, people grabbing at the food because they were hungry. And it's still there. There's still managing to feed all the people with this food. Everybody ate. Everybody was full. And no one went hungry. Didn't matter if they were men, they were women, they were children. They all had some food. Absolutely brilliant. And then at the end, the disciples picked up all the bits that were left, that people hadn't eaten, that they got leftovers. And they managed to put it in lots of baskets. I'll tell you in a minute how many. When the people went, there were 5,000 people there. Now, there were 5,000 men there, but in those days they didn't count the women and children amongst any numbers. So there were 5,000 men, and there were probably just as many women and children. And everyone got something to eat from only 5 loaves and 2 fishes. And when they'd all gone and they collected all the leftovers up, they filled 12 baskets full of food that they could hand over to somebody else. What a miracle that was. A brilliant story, that. And it sort of reminds me of how we have to think about God. We need to be telling God what we want and then believing he's going to do it. And if we do that, we can do anything. Anything at all. Now we're going to sing, I think we're singing a new song this week with some more actions to learn. I hope you enjoy it. See you next week.
Hi kids, great to see you. Wasn't that a brilliant story that Mandy just told you? I'm Steve and this is Tess, and we're going to be doing an action song again today. This is a new action song and it's called Hands, Hands, Fingers, Thumbs. And the idea is that God's given us hands and he's given us feet and he's given our whole bodies so that we can use all of them to praise him. And we're going to use some of those things to praise him this morning as we learn this song. So we're going to teach you. See if you can stand up. Tess is going to give the actions. See if you can stand up and copy her. So it goes like this. This is what the verse goes. It goes, hands, hands, fingers, thumbs. We will live to praise you. Again, hands, hands, fingers, thumbs. We can live to praise. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs. We can live to praise you. Watch this. Jump forward, jump back. Yeah, we were made to praise. That's the verse. We'll try that again. We'll just how it goes. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs. We can live to praise you. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs. We can live to praise. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs. We can live to praise you. Jump forward, jump back. Yeah, yeah. We were made to praise. That's fantastic. I hope you've got that. Now we're going to come to the chorus part, and it goes like this. We've got some hands that we can raise. We've got a voice to shout your praise. Jesus! Got some feet and made to dance. Let's use them now. We've got the chance. Again, we've got some hands that we can raise. We've got a voice to shout your praise. Jesus! Got some feet and made to dance. Let's use them now. We've got the chance. That's fantastic. You're doing really well. So we've got a verse and we've got a chorus and then we've got a third bit and Tess is going to show you the actions to that. And it goes like this. We were made to praise you. We were made to praise. We were made to praise you. We were made to praise. Let's try that again. We were made to praise you. We were made to praise. We were made to praise you. We were made to praise. Oh, you've done so well. You've done so well. Let's get those hands are moving and the feet are moving and the bodies are moving. So we're going to get ready to do it. So take a deep breath. Loosen yourself up again like we did last time. Loosen all those hands. Loosen yourself up. Do a bit of jumping in the air while you're waiting. Okay, just get yourselves ready. Here we go. Okay. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs. Here we go. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs, we can live to praise you. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs, we can live to praise. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs, we can live to praise you. Jump forward, jump back, yeah, we were made to praise. We'll do that again. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs, we can live to praise you. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs, we can live to praise. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs, we can live to praise you. Jump forward, jump back, yeah, we were made to praise. We've got some hands, we've got some hands that we can raise. We've got a voice to shout your praise. Jesus! Got some feet that make you dance. Let's use them now. We've got the chance. We've got some hands that we can raise. We've got a voice to shout your praise. Jesus! Got some feet that make you dance. Let's use them now. We've got the chance. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs, we can live to praise you. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs, we can live to praise. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs, we can live to praise you. Jump forward, jump back, yeah, we were made to praise. There's the next bit. We were made. We were made to praise you. We were made to praise. We were made to praise you. We were made to praise. We were made to praise you. We were made to praise. We were made to praise you. We were made to praise. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs, we can live to praise you. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs, we can live to praise. Hands, hands, fingers, thumbs, we can live to praise you. Jump forward, jump back, yeah, we were made to praise. Brilliant, fantastic, absolutely wonderful. You were excellent. Have a great, great week, and we're going to give you another song with actions pretty soon.